All right, your calorie accountability number. Now, in week one, and by the way, that's how the maximum number of calories that you should eat in a day, not to exceed it. You can always go under. In fact, if you're not hungry, don't eat. All right, always drink water. All right, that's a little better. So in phase one, that's when you first start, right when you're done with your 2-day detox. Everyone is on a 1,200 calorie can, and some people are getting aggressive and going for 1,000. You are in a calorie deficit in phase one. That means you're going to be eating fewer calories than your body needs. That phase one can last a week and a half, 2 weeks. It does not matter how fast you go. It just matters that you keep going. So if you haven't lost 5 pounds yet, you're still in phase one. I repeat, if you have not dropped your first 5 pounds, you're still eating between 1,000 and 1,200 calories a day. Do not exceed 1,200. Okay, if you have dropped your first 5 pounds, that means you're doing most of the steps correctly and you're doing the deal. If not, and you're doing all the steps correctly, you'll drop the next 5 pounds. You'll drop the 5 pounds in the next couple of days. It's just science. Any human body will respond to this. Okay, when you have dropped your first 5 pounds, you're going to phase two. Now, it's going to be counterintuitive. As you drop more weight, you're actually going to eat more calories. So it's broken down by weight, and say you weigh 160 pounds. That means if you want to go for it, you're still going to be in a calorie deficit at 1,200, but you can eat up to 1,500 and still make progress. You'll just follow the macros on your macro planner, which is in the following video. So you can choose to go aggressive, 1,200, 1,500. You can even do a little bit in between. Now here's the thing. When you drop this 5 pounds, you'll go to phase three, and then your calories go up more. Don't worry about phase three yet, but I'm giving you this science. And then when you're done with phase three, you drop another 5 pounds, you go to phase four, and now your calories really go up because this is when we're adding the GH fast in, and this is normal eating for your body weight and activity level. If you are not dropping weight and you are not keeping track, get MyFitnessPal and do the extra work and log your food because you're probably eating way more than you think. That's solution number one. If you're not doing the hyperhydration first thing in the morning, this is not going to work. So drinking that 24 ounces of water, and you really want to drink it, all of it within a minute, maybe 2 at the longest. This is 20 ounces of water, so I just need 4 more. That wasn't a whole thing, don't worry. But you can take a breath, you don't have to chug it, but you need to hyperhydrate your body. If we don't hyperhydrate it, we're in a dehydrated state. I also want you to start hyperhydrating before every meal. So this applies whether you have lost the weight or haven't. If you're also not losing the weight, make sure you're doing the workout. I'm going to actually do a whole nother video on what to do if you're not losing the weight. Going back here, if you've lost the first 5 pounds, you're ready to move to phase two, and say you weigh 180 pounds, you should be eating at least 1,300 calories now. Don't go lower. And you can go up to 1,600. You can choose the one you want to do. If you still want to be in a calorie deficit, you're going to be here. Otherwise, you can go 1,600. But you have to start increasing the calories you're eating, because if you stay in a calorie deficit, it's not going to help your hormones. It's not going to help your metabolism. Trust me on this. I've done the research, I've done the studies, and I've got results with lots of clients. So in phase two, after you drop your first 5 pounds, your calories are going to go up. Crazy, right? But don't worry, your weight and body fat will continue to go down. Coach Tom, most grateful man on the planet. I will see you in the next video, peeps. Boom, 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 boom.